Well, hi everybody.
All right. Uh, hey, it's Dr. Rob here with Denis. We're at Elan Family Wellness, and it's our Happy Ferment Day. So Denis, our fermentation expert, so he's going to talk to us today about what he's got here and what he does for living and light cellar. And so, Denis, tell us a little bit about what your wares are here today.
Well, here I am, and we have free samples list while I'm here today, and I'm feeding everyone the real fermented sauerkraut. So this stuff, well, it's the real deal. This is the sauerkraut loaded with probiotics.
All right, this is so good for you. Tell people the difference between what they would buy in Safeway and this
Oh,
sauerkraut.
yeah. So this sauerkraut is the real fermented, cultured, unpasteurized, alive with good bacteria.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is in contrast to the sauerkraut that is made just with vinegar. There's no vinegar involved in this process.
So it naturally ferments of its own volition.
Yes, so this process takes a lot of time, but what you get, well, when you're just using vinegar to make sauerkraut, it's kind of cheating. The vinegar sauerkraut is a modern invention that it's like a product of the industrial food system.
Mm-hmm.
Because making sauerkraut with vinegar, you get a similar flavor, similar texture, but you don't get any of the probiotic bacteria.
All that stuff that's good for the gut.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly. So, where did vinegar come from? In the past, vinegar is made from making alcohol,
Mm-hmm.
and it was very valuable substance because would you want to trade your apple cider, your beautiful? It would be a rare thing to trade your beautiful alcohol for vinegar.
Yes.
So even apple cider vinegar in the past was very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And so it wasn't until World War II they started making a ton of white vinegar. And when you go to your supermarket there and you'll find your sauerkraut on the shelf, that's not what real sauerkraut is.
It doesn't have the same nutritional value. It doesn't do the same good things for your body.
Yeah,
It may taste
exactly.
good, but doesn't have nearly the qualities.
Yeah.
Show them the probiotic kohlrabi pickled ones with the garlic.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
my favorite.
So you can make this sauerkraut is fermented, and so you can do it also to make pickles. So this is what you would call a probiotic pickle. So no vinegar was used to make this pickle, only a salt brine and thyme.
All right.
So it takes this took 8 weeks, 2 months to achieve a texture and crunch and sourness.
And it's delicious. Trust me.
Oh.
I tried it out, guys. It's delicious stuff.
Yeah. You can kind of sum up the benefits of this kind of fermented food. Well, for one thing, one of the best things you get from it is the flavor. So the sour flavor you get, it is produced by the friendly flora. So these good bacteria produce what's called lactic acid. And so this is your pickling medium. And this lactic acid, well, that's in contrast to the vinegar, the acetic acid. But this sour flavor you get, well, essentially it is known to make you salivate. So when you have one of these pickles, it's gonna make you drool. It's mouth watering.
It is.
Just thinking about it now,
Yes.
is your mouth watering?
Yep, for sure.
Wow. So that increased saliva is really helpful for all sorts of digestive processes. Saliva is essential for digesting, for example, bread, and saliva is full of digestive enzymes. So the more of it you can produce, the more you're going to digest your food.
So anyone with gut issues, irritable bowel or anything like that, or digestive absorption issues, these naturally fermented foods are going to be really good for their gut, right?
Well, yes, for one thing, by enhancing salivation, making you And the other thing that the sour flavor does is it cleanses the palate.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go to Japan, in Japan they make a lot of these kind of fermented probiotic pickles. And they have them in these little dishes along with your meal. And you're supposed to eat a little piece of pickle between each different course. But also whenever you get tired of the flavor of your meal. So let's say, you know, you have a bowl of rice, some sort of nice dish, right? You know, 3 or 4 bites into it, the flavors, you know, you've tasted it. But if you have a little piece of pickle, cleanses your palate, you get to experience all the flavors of your dish again.
Nice.
So it's a palate cleanser.
Good.
But
And we were talking earlier about so many different conditions respond well to getting a healthier gut, which ferments are so good for.
Yes.
Even like depression and anxiety, things like that, can be connected to our gut. And so by taking care of our gut, we're actually taking care of our whole system.
Oh yeah. Dr. Rob, you wanna
yes.
have one of those?
I'll grab one of these here.
Yum.
This is delicious stuff.
Oh, do you hear that crunch? Okay, so this book, Gut and Psychology Syndrome, is probably the most important book written in the history of humanity. Or at least in our modern age. This lady, Dr. Natasha Campbell McBride, she has a really good website. It's www.gapsdiet.com. So it's GAPS diet.com. Maybe we'll put that in the comments after.
For sure.
But on her website, she's pretty much got in her resources section, she's pretty much got her whole book there in different articles she's written. But this lady was a psychologist, and she realized every single one of her patients that had mental problems also had digestive problems. So
resolving the physiology, resolve the mental patterning, which helped the whole person heal better.
So what she realized was, she started just using probiotic therapy, and she has had huge success, unprecedented in the medical world for healing these mental problems. Depression, anxiety, attention deficit, even really tough cases such as schizophrenia. But what she realized was that every single one of these mental health issues patients had what she calls gut dysbiosis, where they did not have the good bacteria in their guts. For whatever reason, they had taken.
Yeah, and many of us have taken antibiotics in the past, things like that, and not eaten healthy, and so most of us have not ideal gut natural flora, right?
So she brought back these people's natural symbiosis. It's the human body is in a symbiotic relationship with these good bacteria, the friendly flora, the probiotics.
And the things that people think of when they buy yogurt with probiotics in it, but they only get a small number of the probiotics when they get something like yogurt, where when you get fermented foods, you get a wider spectrum of probiotics. Is that correct?
Yes. So, yes. So this sauerkraut, actually, the latest science, because modern science still doesn't, we're still discovering so much about probiotics every day. But essentially, the latest tests have found that 1 tablespoon of real live culture probiotics is equivalent to taking 8 probiotic capsules at once.
Wow, so it's power packed.
Yeah, the real fermented food is the best source for these good bacteria.
All right, cool.
Hands down.
Nice. Well, let's wrap up by you telling us, do you have a workshop coming up at all on teaching people? Because these people can do this themselves, right? They can come to the Light Cellar and see you and buy some, but they can also do that. So
all this kraut is made at the Light Cellar Superfoods.
Yep.
And if you go to our website, www.thelightcellar.ca, you can sign up for our newsletter there. And essentially, Well, once a month we have a cool open house there, and usually I'm there sampling the sauerkraut. So come to one of our open houses, absolutely a free event with all sorts of cool workshops. Sign up for our newsletter, and we'll release the dates for the new year. We haven't released our calendar of events yet.
All right.
So, and we do teach some fermented foods workshops there, how to make your sauerkraut.
Yep.
And then myself personally, my name is Denis Manzer.
Here we are.
But I've started a little company, Ferment Your Food, where I've been teaching private workshops in people's homes. So you can hire me to come visit you, bring your friends, and we'll have a little party making sauerkraut.
All right. So that's great. So over the holidays or in the new year, you would come and do a customized workshop just for someone in their small group of friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
And I do have a Facebook, Ferment Your Food, and it's really easy. It's fermentyourfood.com. So
all right, pretty easy to find. Yeah.
Check it out. I've got a great newsletter where I send out free recipes that you can do at home for yourself. So
all right,
really good stuff.
All right.
Thanks so much, Dr.
Well, thanks for being here, Denny, and thank you for bringing all your treats. And we look forward to working together with you in the future. And maybe we'll do a workshop together.
Yeah, and you can come by Elan Family Wellness today at
about 3:00 because we're just wrapping up for the morning. But going to be around at 3.
Yes.
All right. So Denny's going to be back at 3:00. So stop by the office, sample some great wares, and get to know Denny a little bit better.
Oh, and one more thing.
Yes.
On Facebook, we do have a group called Ferment Calgary. So if you're into this fermentation stuff, there's a great resource on Facebook with all sorts of Calgary fermentation, people sharing their recipes and the triumphs, but also the tragedies. So it's
good to know the ups and the downs. Yes, all right, good. Learn from other people's mistakes, eh?
Yeah.
All right, well, very good.
Experts there who are going to help you.
All right. Well, thanks again, Denis.